Hey guys, this is Chris with PhoneArena, and I'll be showing you a quick hands-on with Google's latest and greatest Android 4.4 KitKat OS. Now, despite the fact that KitKat isn't the major milestone version that we were all expecting, it's nevertheless worth pointing out that Google has actually added some interesting features. Just a quick disclaimer, this is a non-final version of Android 4.4, which naturally means that it still has some kinks in it. Also important, and as you can see, this demonstration has actually been shot with the new screen record feature found in Android 4.4, but more on that later. Anyway, a good place to start would be with the theme. We're officially saying goodbye to the hollow scheme and welcoming a new dark grey, white grey contrasting one, and it really goes beyond the status bar. Google has actually done a pretty solid job on this front, as the new theme has been integrated surprisingly well throughout the OS. Also updated is the Lockscreen, which now has an extra arrow that hints the existence of Google Now and a more noticeable camera shortcut. That one works by swiping the icon to the left, though it took us a second or two to figure this one out. Moving on to the home screen, you can instantly see some rather minor changes. An important new feature that we know is coming to the Nexus 5 is the voice-activated Google Now. We actually have that one activated on our build, and it works by saying "OK Google," as you can see. Google Now has really taken the spotlights with KitKat, and the company has actually added some new cards, though mine have disappeared as you can see for whatever reason. Anyway, you can now also access Google Now by swiping left on the home screen, in addition to swiping from the bottom as it works in Jelly Bean. Going through the settings, we instantly see some new options. There's a new home category which allows you to control your installed launchers. Further down we have Tap and Pay, which will probably work with Google Wallet and allow mobile payments, but unfortunately that one doesn't work. The location menu has also seen a revamp. Though no new functionality has been added, it's just more organized and easier to use. Last but not least, we have printing. Again, sadly this feature does not currently work on our build, though it's great to see this become a part of Android. The option to print photos or documents is now available via the triple dot button that is present throughout Android, which is pretty neat. This build of Android does also come with some new apps. Quick Office, for example, is nothing new, and you can even download it right now, but it's nice to see this become baseline. Another new app is Google Photos, which promises to automatically back up your photos and videos, and even make them look better with Google's Auto Awesome feature. Also important is the update to Hangouts, which can now serve as your messaging app as well. The app's UI has also seen some changes, and so has the Downloads app, which now allows you to sort through downloaded files, not to mention that we finally get an ETA on pending downloads. And that's about it, folks, at least at this point. Before I wrap this up, as I mentioned, this particular hands-on was shot using the new screen recording functionality that comes with Android 4.4. There's currently no app, so you have to use some rather simple code to get it to work, but luckily for you, we'll be posting a guide very soon, so stay tuned. Once again, this was Chris with PhoneArena.com, thanks for tuning in.